In our last two videos, we talked about the unforgivable sin or the unpardonable sin. And at the end of the last video, I promised that this time we were going to go with a little bit lighter fare. So our word of the week this week is lighter than that. It's going to take us a short time to get through it. And it's a great term found in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 22. And the context of the passage is the incorporation of Gentiles together with Jews into the overall body of believers. And let's start out by reading verses 18 through 21 to get the context. This is from the ESV. For through him we both have access in one Spirit to the Father. So then, you are no longer strangers and aliens, but you are fellow citizens with the saints and members of the household of God, built on the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Christ Jesus himself being the cornerstone, in whom the whole structure, being joined together, grows into a holy temple in the Lord. Then we get to verse 22, which includes our word of the week that I have highlighted. In him you also are being built together, sun oikodomeste, into a dwelling place for God by the Spirit. So our word of the week this week is sun oikodomeste. Let's take a look. Sun oikodomeste is a structure being put together of various parts. So oikodomeo is I build a structure. Sun oikodomeo is I put together a structure of various parts. I think it's Thucydides that writes about putting a marketplace together of different booths. When all the booths are put together, when all the little stalls are put together in the bazaar, the marketplace is built. Sun oikodomeo. I put together the parts that form the whole. Our word today, though, is not sun oikodomeo, it's sun oikodomeste. It is a present, passive, indicative, second person plural. So it is literally you plural are being put together. You multiple parts are being put together. So because it's a passive, we know that it's something being done to the believers. It's not something that the believers are doing. So it's not about fellowship in the sense that this is not an appeal as Calvin thought. Calvin treated our word of the week as an imperative, and he thought it was saying that believers should bind together to form this thing, that they were being instructed to do so. The problem with that is we're told explicitly that this is accomplished in or by the Spirit. This is a passive verb. This is something that is being done to the believers, not something that the believers are doing. The Spirit puts the believers together, believers from disparate backgrounds, whether Jew or Gentile, male or female, rich or poor, slave or free. The Spirit puts the believers together in their place to form this dwelling place of God on the foundation of the apostles and prophets, we were told, with Christ Jesus himself as the capstone. The acrogoneuo, were, acro, fear of heights, acrophobia. Jesus at the top of the corner, forming this dwelling place for God. Think about masonry construction. Whether it's raw stone, cut stone, block of some sort, or bricks, you don't stack the things vertically in a line, you stagger the joints, right? Because the strength comes from the interlacing of the joints. They have to be placed with some precision. Even with raw stone, it's not just a heap of stone. The stones are chosen by their size and shape and laid in a certain way so that the foundation, so that the structure holds together, right? That's how this works. And what we're told is that the Spirit takes the individuals, people become believers as individuals, and then puts them together in the structure of other believers, and all together they form this dwelling place of God. So that's the significance of the parts being built together into one structure by the Spirit. Sun oikodomeste, we as the parts, you plural as the parts, being put together by the Spirit to form the structure that is this dwelling place of God. On what foundation? The apostles and the prophets. With what cornerstone? With Christ Jesus himself as the cornerstone. So people, whether Jews or Gentiles, become believers and are incorporated by the Spirit in this building process. Sun oikodomeste. You are being built together into this structure. That's our word of the week. It's definitely lighter fare than the unforgivable sin. And if it was good for you, like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And until next time, Karas Kai Arena Humin, grace and peace to you.